country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
To the air, it's Klubnik. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That pass is incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Using the quick game. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's McCoy. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of...
There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Direct snap. And he earns a first down. And boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
They'll go to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Takes the grab on the big throw. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick it.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Haynes. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Randall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. That's exactly what this guy embodies.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, a 4th down.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is good! And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Castellanos. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception in the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Completes it in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tiger! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll throw on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going to the air. Snagged out of the air. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up.
Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, that sack's not the offensive line's fault. They gave their quarterback plenty of time to throw that ball.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Finds his man, it's Robinson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Snags it over the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. The short hands, it's McCoy. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Knowles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Haynes. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Turning it on! Touchdown, Florida State! A great catch and run for 6.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this two-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a one-possession game. From the gun. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he clocked it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.